Hey guys, this is Rosa Kelly. Today I'm here with one of my most favorite mini albums to share with you. So let's take a look. So hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm very excited to share with you the new Alice in Wonderland project mini album. You guys know Alice is one of my favorites to design for, and this collection was just so beautiful. This is a paper collection by Prima called Return to Wonderland, which is one of my special edition kits. You can find it on the website, and with the purchase of the kit you get everything, including the video class as well. I did a video showcasing what is part of the kit, so I'm gonna have that video link below in case you missed it and you're interested on these kits. I do have very limited amount of these kits, so if you're interested, make sure that you check that. And I will also be having just a video class by itself coming up real soon, so I hope that you guys will like that. And so yeah, now let's take a look at this book. So this book measures a 9.5 by 8.5, and it has a 2.5-inch spine. We have these beautiful flowers here. These are Prima flowers, and everything was part of this special edition kit. I went ahead and altered the paper a little bit to make the frame here. So this was a 12 by 12 collection, so I went ahead and did a little bit of paper piecing, collaging to make this look, the frame look smaller, but still kind of maintain the same design of the paper, because I absolutely loved it. I love this page here with the frame and the book, and I wanted to create the illusion that Alice is kind of coming out of the pages of the book and coming out of the frame and going back to Wonderland. So that was my idea. So I have here Alice, and this is a piece that is kind of just floating up in here. You can see how it moves, and then you can make Alice kind of move here in and out of the page, and it's gonna move to the sides as well. So I think it was really fun to add here. Then I have some of the ephemera, again part of the kit. I added more mushrooms to make more create more dimension onto the pages. And then here this beautiful image from the ephemera. You can put here a title or a date, and I just absolutely love how this came out. And then this is the back right here with the beautiful Alice design. So now let's go ahead and take a look inside the book. So when you open this up, we have the front section, the back section, and then this middle section here. Also on this kit you receive a lot of flowers. I wanted to keep the inside pretty flat, but if you want you can add more flowers and decorate a little bit more here. So on this side here we have the beautiful Alice trying to go into the house, and then this opens up like this. And we have here this other little section. So on this kit you also receive all of these different frames, so of course you can keep this entire place open for a large picture, but I wanted to use all the frames and do kind of like a really whimsical collage, so you can put your pictures in there and it looks more like a little scrapbook, like a little antique vintage wall. On this side here this page opens and opens here again, so we have places for pictures, more of the ephemera. There are 3 packs of ephemera on this kit, and then over here a place for a picture, but this is actually an easel card, and then this just kind of comes out of the page. It looks like everything is there, but it's actually a little floating image that I created using the ephemera for the book. Place for a picture here as well as here, and then this is a pocket back there as well, and then this whole thing just closes and magnetizes here in place. Now this opens to the side, and again I decorated this using the frames and the flowers from the ephemera. Then over here at the center, we have another beautiful image from the collection, which is the rabbit with the clock and then the little sign. This opens like that. And then we have a center pop-up feature, so you can add a picture right there as well. And then you also have the frames. Again, I left all these open so we can easily slide a picture on the back right there. And again, you can skip these if you just want to add a large picture here, but I just think this looks really cute with all the frames. Then this closes and opens up like that. And by the way, I still have a lot of ephemera, so you can even decorate a little bit more here. I also have 3 full sheets of the collection still left that I think I'm just gonna save them for another little mini project here. I just wanted to maximize the use of these collection, so you will still have some paper left over if you wanted to add more of the design paper, or if you want to save it for another project. Let me actually show you the pieces that I have left. So I have one full 12 by 12 of these, one full 12 by 12 of this other one as well, and then I have the extra ephemera page here, so we can fussy cut this out and use all of that. I didn't use any of that. And then I also have ephemera here, like a lot more frames, a lot more little pieces, tons of flowers left. We still have like lace. Again, you can use the laces that come on the kit and just decorate a little bit more, but I decided not to use it, not to add more bulk to the book. And so then this opens down. I did leave this blank here. I might add some white cardstock or just leave this directly for pictures. So they just simply opens and opens and opens, and then place for picture back there. So I didn't want to bother adding more paper there. And then here on the center, again, the beautiful image of the collection, and this just opens as a fun little gatefold, and you can see how I use the ephemera to just bring this page to life. Even though we're not using the collection per se, we're just using the ephemera. And so you can add a large picture and then smaller little ones on the back, or you can use it here to write a little note or story and just make your book very fun and dynamic. And then this opens up, and then over here we have a really beautiful fun pop-up page. So I created this little woodsy landscape image using Alice, all kinds of mushrooms and flowers. Again, all of these are just from the ephemera. The little rabbit here, her looking at the little kitty, and then more paper here in the background. I just really love how this pop-up came out. I just love the dimension that it gives it. And then of course I just decorated these here as well with more frames. I just really like the whole frame look, and so you can put different size pictures, different shapes, and then decorate it more with the mushrooms there. So that is all this side, and then this closes and closes, and it just magnetizes in place, and that is all this side A. Now let's look at the center here, which is actually the last part that we worked on the on the video class, and absolutely love how this came out. I was really inspired by this page here. So it has a little story. So over here we have Alice, and she finally sees the rabbit, right? So here's the moment where she sees the rabbit, and Alice actually moves, so she's like kind of very curious about the rabbit, and then the rabbit just runs away, right, like in the story. And then so when you open this page up here, we can see that Alice was very curious and following the rabbit down the rabbit hole. So she fell down onto the rabbit hole when she was kind of, playing with her kitty. And I just love that page here. And as we move through this layout here, again, a lot of little mushrooms and elements, and I use another frame here. So on the video class, I go step by step on even how I place everything and decorate a lot of these. The only things that I don't really include very much is like how I place the frames, and then just the, you know, the white cardstock with the little things, but you can see how I decorate. So over here, Alice is going down the rabbit hole, and then so when you pull down on this little tab, you can see and follow her journey. She continues to fall down. So there is another layer here, there's a smaller circle, and there's another Alice just kind of spinning around and falling down. And then over here we have a place for a picture, a little bit of decoration. This opens up like that, so it's just place for pictures there. Up then on the center we have another pull tab, and now Alice is going to continue again falling down the rabbit hole here. So there's another layer there, and then we have one more layer here. So I'm just gonna pull this one back, and then finally she reaches the end of the tunnel, and then she finds the little the rabbit, and then she starts following the rabbit there. So I just love how this came out. We have different layers, we have a lot of dimension on this page, and hopefully you guys can see the effect of the tunnel going down on the video. And then we have this extra place for pictures. On each one of these we actually have the same layout, so we have a place for a picture, and then this opens up like that, so you can add a little collage of pictures. I wanted this to be fun and interactive and being able to enjoy this story, but also make it very practical and have a lot of room to add pictures. So another one here just decorated with the ephemera, and then this opens up like that, and then we can add more pictures, and then all of these tags back into the page here. Oh, and these are magnetized, by the way, so and they all go right back in there. And that is the story of this page here. So I love how these came out, and then of course you can open each one by itself here on the side, and then just add your pictures and look at your pictures if you wanted to do that. So we have all of these sliding pages, and these are actually sliding and attached onto the book, so even if you pull it all the way out, you'll be able to see Alice, but the page will not come out. It is attached to the whole page. And so that is this here. Now here on the back I just left this very plain, and I added here a little photo mat area to add a picture, and then just added a little ephemera, and I placed this one here because I'm just using the page that I use on the cover. And so I went ahead and cut out Alice from that page. So over here I have a big Alice shaped hole, so I just added these so I can still use the paper. We'll put a picture there, and that's okay, that's good. All right, so now back to the last page here of the book, which again, I absolutely love this page, how this came out. So over here we have the image of the rabbit. We have beautiful Alice here sitting on this field of flowers, and then this actually comes up. This is a little opening closure there, so this opens up like that, and then we have a place for pictures, and then these two little sides also open up like this, so place for pictures here. And then also I did a little collage with the mushrooms, and then this also has a little photo mat there, so you can add a picture there. And then this top section closes, but then if you keep these two open, now we have access to Alice's secret world here. So back here I just used some of my pieces here, my scrap pieces, and decorated a little bit and just made that into a pocket here. You can again use this as a little photo mat area, but I love that it said Wonderland in there, so I really like that. And then back here or down here we have a pocket, and then just another photo area, photo mat. This kind of holds the accordion fold. So this is just place for pictures. I left this black to not add too much bulk to this, but you will put pictures in there. And then you still have this pocket, so you can add more pictures here. But then I'm gonna use the pocket as a little closure for that. This whole thing also opens down here, and over here just a large place for a picture, pretty plain and white. And then over here we have fun layout. So this whole place, or this whole section, opens to the side there, and then this over here opens, and then we have this little floating photo mat, which is also a pocket. You can use this as a belly band. Pictures over here, pictures over on this side. And then this is actually a removable little folio, so you can take this whole thing out, and it is another folio here that it attaches to the book. So I just love the paper collection. Then this opens up like that, and this is a sliding page little notebook or booklet here, so you can collage, add pictures, your little scrapbook layout, or journal. And then again you have all of these extra space for pictures. And I wanted to make this removable so it's easy to access, easy to use as a little journal if you want to write things down in there, or same thing here. And so yeah, so I just love how these came out. This could be a fun little project on its own as well. And then so we're just gonna put this back onto these pockets, and then it just closes up here on top, and then we close this whole thing. Then we have the little secrets garden closure over there, and then this closes up like that. That is going to be the Return to Wonderland collection here. I absolutely love how this came out. I hope you guys like it as well. So again, I do have some kits available with this collection, and I'm gonna have that on my website, and I will also be having a video class only posted here really soon. And also when you purchase the kit, you have access to the video class as well. So I really hope that you guys enjoy the walkthrough. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.